What does Endmyopia do? It actually starts with treating the cause. Good habits, enough alteration breaks, making sure that you don't only have close-up vision, that you have distance vision as well. You really need it. You really need this. And then, and this is key, when you've got your habits in check, you actually reverse the stimulus. You do the exact opposite of what causes you to become myopic in the first place and your eyeball to elongate. That's how it works. It's that simple, folks. It's that simple.
Hier, schat.
Welkom. Yeah, that really wasn't that appropriate. I mean, of course, one should earn it first, right? So, welcome folks. I'm Laurens Buehler. I'm 35 years old. I'm myopic, or nearsighted if you will. And I'm actually working on improving my eyesight and making good progress. So, how did I get here? Well, when I was younger, puberty, I really got into computers. I liked to disassemble them, reassemble them. I would install Windows 95 like every week and format my hard drive to get there. So I was constantly looking at screens. The outdoors didn't really interest me that much. So yeah, that really got me hooked on computers. I still like computers, I really do. But not so much anymore. So I became myopic. Started wearing contact lenses, and my prescription strength gradually increased to minus 3.75 for both my eyes. And that was actually up to January of this year, a little more than half a year ago. I'm not using that correction anymore, but I'll get to that. This face. This weird, beardless face. I should grow a beard. Should I grow a beard? It will actually draw more attention to my bald head. So, no. I'll just keep shaving. Furthermore, I actually look a bit more like Dr. Macola this way, so yeah, I'll keep shaving. So folks, this story actually starts Christmas Eve, no, Christmas Day of 2015. I was at a birthday party with my brother-in-law, who's a really good general physician. And he actually told me that sugar is really, really, really bad, and he told me to watch the documentary, the great documentary, that Sugar film. And I did. And I'm a dentist, so I know how detrimental sugar can be for your teeth. But I really had no clue as to how devastating it is for your health in general. I really didn't. So when I was done watching the documentary, I sat on the couch, and it was surreal. I was like, oh my God, we have been poisoned all the way by the industry, knowingly, willingly, and I'm not going to let myself be poisoned, or my family. So starting in 2016 we dropped sugar and went on a whole food-based diet. I actually ran into scientific work, the great presentations and science of Dr. Robert Lustig, who actually in great detail explains what sugar does in your body, how it's pretty much as toxic as alcohol, aside from a few acute effects. And that really was an eye-opener. But then I wanted to know more, so more books, more articles. I got impressed by Dr. Mercola's work. He really has some good stuff, some really helpful stuff which can improve your health. And there was a video, I think it's about 6 years ago, might be 7 now, where Dr. Mercola actually tells people that he got rid of his farsightedness, his presbyopia, by using Bates method. And I looked into it, and for the Endmyopia students and followers here, in this video he actually describes more or less active focus, so it's impressive. He actually did the most important trick there is to recover his eyesight. He did. So I dug into it, and Bates method really, it wasn't for me. There was too much get up early in the morning, do this practice, do that practice. That doesn't really work for me. But then I looked further into it, and I actually ended up at Endmyopia. And this was a strange website. It was funny, this guy calling himself the guru, the eye guru. But I started reading up, and it all made perfect sense. It really did. So in January, I think it's the 13th of January this year, I started with the free 7-day program that's offered on endmyopia.org. It's a really great program. You get 7 emails explaining pretty much everything you need to know, 80% of what you need to get your eyesight back. And it's free. Everybody can sign up, everybody can get the information you need to become ametropic, not nearsighted anymore. So I did, and I was amazed. I was amazed by just those 7 emails. I followed them pretty much to the letter, and I decided to enlist myself for the formal teaching program Endmyopia offers. And then you actually get the support from its founder, Jake Steiner, who is an amazing guy, and I'll talk to you guys about this a bit later. I'm not going to go into too much detail on why Endmyopia works and what the specific details are. I mean, it's all perfectly explained on the website, so you don't need me for that. I can just tell you the science checks out, it works, it really does. So how does it work? Well, based on the habits and the stimulus you actually expose your eyes to during your younger years and later on as well, that actually tells your brain and your eye that it needs to alter its form. So if you're looking up close really much and not doing a lot of distance vision, your eyes will start to adapt, and not always in a positive way. Then you get some corrective lenses, contact lenses or glasses to make your far vision better again. But then they don't tell you that you should put them off when you're working close by. So that actually is a big stimulus to make your eyeball elongate, or lengthening of your eyeball, and then you become myopic permanently. And if you don't do anything about what's causing it, then you'll stay myopic, or it increases, but it never actually returns to normal. So what does Endmyopia do? It actually starts with treating the cause. good habits, enough alteration, breaks, making sure that you don't only have close-up vision, that you have distance vision as well. You really need it. You really need this. And then, and this is key, when you've got your habits in check, you actually reverse the stimulus. You do the exact opposite of what causes you to become myopic in the first place and your eyeball to elongate. That's how it works. It's that simple, folks. It's that simple, and that's why it works. And you don't have to do funny eye exercises. You don't. You just build good habits and reverse the stimulus. And so you can get your eyesight back. So I want to take this moment to pay tribute to Jake Steiner. This guy is amazing. I'm amazed by Dr. Robert Lustig and all his great work on sugar, and actually more recently the serotonin dopamine connection, and how we are all, well, not we are all, but a lot of folks are hooked on getting dopamine shots from what they eat, social media, games, addictive stuff. So I'm really, Dr. Robert Lustig, he's one of my heroes. Dr. Makola as well, he looks into so much stuff that can actually improve your health. So they are really, really great guys to learn stuff from. Jake Steiner is right amongst them, because he actually figured all this out. He spent countless and countless hours of figuring out how it works, how you can reverse your eyesight, and he did. And then he decided to build his website, endmyopia.org, and share it with the world. And you don't have to pay him a dime for it. It's all there. And if you want a structured program, you can pay him for it if you want. But you don't have to. You will get your eyesight back either way, if you just decide to make a moderate effort and reverse everything. So, yeah, a tribute to Jake Steiner, who in all his selflessness really takes a lot of time when he gets showered by emails from everywhere, including me. And most likely when a concerned parent writes him an email about their kid getting their first glasses, and these parents usually they're not even enlisted in his program. And he takes the time to get them all the information they need to prevent these kids from becoming myopic. He actually makes sure that these kids don't have a life where they have to depend on glasses for normal eyesight. This is amazing. This is really, really amazing. I mean, what a great guy, folks. Jake Steiner, he's a real hero. He actually makes the human race move forward instead of backwards. So, a toast to Jake Steiner. Proost, mein Herr. Oh, by the way, that didn't have any alcohol in it or sugar. It's a guilt-free drink. So, then you start working on your eyesight and you're improving much. And you tell folks. And it's the same thing with proper nutrition. I spend a lot of hours digging into that, figuring out how it works, why it works, what pretty much is a solid base to start from eating and drinking, and how you can use that to empower your body. And whenever you tell people you should change some food and drink habits, alter your nutrition, eat real food basically, because that's what it's all about, eating and drinking real food, real stuff. Then you tell them, and you tell them about the benefits and the downsides to processed food. And they're like, oh yeah, that's really cool, yeah, that's amazing, yeah, we should really do something with that. And it's the same with eyesight. You tell them that you can just get rid of your glasses. You can, if you want, moderate effort, changing some habits. But then, nothing changes. It's actually greatly explained by Jake himself in the Learned Helplessness YouTube video. Great stuff. If this ever makes it to the web, I'll post the links below, just like Jake does. But I'm flabbergasted. I mean, you can improve your life, you can improve the quality of life, you can reduce dependency on medication, you can reduce or completely eliminate your dependency on corrective glasses or lenses, for that matter. So, go and do it. Don't just accept the status quo. Don't let this be you. If you can improve your life, the quality of life, do it. Do it for yourself, do it for your family. Do it to make this world a better place altogether. So, if you follow the program on Endmyopia, that's the interesting part. It's not just about regaining your eyesight. It's not. Because on the outskirts of the program, there are some other stuff, and you don't have to do those, like mindfulness or perhaps even fasting. And if you are into that and you're open to it, you can actually see yourself making greater strides in recovering your eyesight, but also your health in general. And this is really powerful. I mean, Endmyopia and the way it's set up actually upgrades you as a human being, if you let it. And you don't have to. Don't be scared off by me telling you this. You can get your eyesight back without all that. But if you're open to it, Endmyopia can supercharge yourself. It can let you go beyond, above and beyond what you would have accomplished or what you would have been otherwise. So let it. Let it. So I was at minus 3.75 for both eyes starting this January. I went to the optometrist 3 weeks ago, I guess. Yeah, 3 weeks ago. And he confirmed me to be minus 1.25 now for 2020 and full correction being minus 1.5. And that's amazing progress. I actually eliminated more than 2 diopters of my myopia. And I'm really, really touched and moved by my eyes returning to normal. There was part of the program which I'm following, and one of the tasks or sort of a mission was to go without glasses or correction for about a week. And more my eyes started to see everything clear themselves. I did it, and it's really moving to see the world with your own eyes for the first time in 18 years. That's so amazing. It's indescribable, really. So that's it. Minus 3.75. I'm working on clearing up minus 1 right now. And if I'm back to 2020, I'll do another video. And let me conclude with, people, don't be a slave and escape the clutches of big food, big pharma, and commercial optometry. Don't let these guys keep you dependent on what they are selling. Ditch the sugar, ditch processed food, get rid of your glasses, and start living your life again the way you are supposed to. And let Endmyopia really be your guide.